In our hospital system today, we are very, very lucky that we have doctors that are trained especially in keeping people alive. They are emergency specialists. And here with me is Michele Franks, who is an emergency specialist. Welcome.
Thank you, Karen.
Michele, for the over 50s, I thought it was very important to get you here today to talk about some of the reasons that they are admitted to emergency.
Okay, well, the majority of conditions in people over 50 are to do with lifestyle. So usually things like cardiovascular disease and respiratory disease, and things that people can actually live without by changing their lifestyle. So things like smoking and being overweight and having high blood pressure and having diabetes all lead to those diseases. So they're the ones that we mostly see in the emergency department.
So the first time, or do people usually land in hospital the first time and then realise that or find out or are diagnosed?
Often they come with their signature condition, which might be a heart attack or a stroke or something like a pneumonia or a shortness of breath attack secondary to smoking. So, they come for the first time and realise that, that's what's led, or their lifestyle has led them to get that way, and they may change after that.
So it must be a real shock for them to come in having had a heart attack. Mm-hmm. And, some of them will be quite young having heart attacks.
Yeah. Some in their 30s.
And it's really just lifestyle and some...
It's mostly lifestyle. There's some genetic input into it as well. So if you've got a family history of high cholesterol, then you are at higher risk of getting heart disease early. But mostly it's from people smoking, eating unhealthy food, not exercising, and not looking after themselves so that they get heart disease.
How does stress play a role in cardiac arrest?
Well, stress is, it's pervasive. So when people are stressed, they might tend to smoke, and those things that lead to cardiovascular disease. So if you smoke too much, that's the biggest cause of cardiovascular disease. People who are stressed often use other drugs and use too much alcohol, and alcohol is another contributory factor to getting liver disease and vascular disease as well, brain disease. So all of these lifestyle factors can lead you to become that way. So,
and I think that many people think that the smoking and the alcohol and the food helps them to relax.
Yeah, often they feel that, or they feel some relief when they've had a cigarette or a drink or a large meal, but that's only a short lasting thing. So much better to do something healthy like exercise, because it gives you that endorphin release. It makes you feel happier after you exercise, and you feel better about yourself after you exercise. So
I've also heard of people that have gone many days with symptoms of heart attack and not even realised. What should they be looking for?
Okay, so the signature symptom for a heart attack is chest pain. So if you do get chest pain, you should take it seriously. There's nothing wrong with turning up to the emergency department if you've got chest pain. If you've got really bad chest pain, you should call an ambulance though. And we see maybe 20, 30 people a day that turn up with chest pain, and a lot of them won't have a heart attack. A lot of them it'll be something like esophageal reflux, or it might be that they've just got a strain of a muscle, a chest muscle, or it could be something, like a pulmonary embolus, which is another bad condition. But they're the things that we exclude. So don't feel that you should minimise those symptoms. You should always get them checked out if you're getting chest pain.
That's a great warning.
Yes.
Those warning signs, our bodies obviously do things, give us warning signs,
Yes,
so
do.
that we do react.
Yes.
And so other things that you see that aren't disease or disease state type reasons to come in, what else do you see?
We see lots of people that have sort of traumatic incidents, so things like falling off ladders or, fin chop bites. Fin chops are when you get, from a surfboard, hits you in the leg after it comes out of the surf and comes back and strikes you in the leg or somewhere else. And so we get lots of those where I work. We get, people having falls and so tripping over and having falls. And maybe that's sometimes to do with the intoxication or drugs that they've taken, but other times it's just one of those things.
Actually,
people fall over.
I had a massive fall in high heels the other day on Monday.
So high heels are a lifestyle factor.
High heels. Yeah, so I don't know if I showed you the colour of my left knee, but
No.
it's black at the moment because I fell. I also hit my cheek and my knee.
Yeah.
And it sent me into shock.
Yeah.
I had to go home
Yeah.
because I was so vague.
Yep.
It really upset me.
That's your body's natural reaction, is to give you that feeling. So you will go and lie down, basically.
Well, I slept for 3 hours afterwards.
Yeah.
That was only last Monday. It really, the saying, it knocked me for 6. I was really, really not good. So what are your top tips?
For staying healthy?
Yeah, for the just 3 top tips for staying healthy for the over 50s.
Okay. Don't smoke.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't smoke. Exercise every day if you can, and be happy.
I like the be happy.
Yeah.
Do you think a lot of us forget to be happy?
I think we forget to be happy. Yeah.
How do you stay happy, Michelle?
I suppose by staying around my friends, by catching up with family, by exercising, so by swimming every day. That's how we know each other.
Yes.
By, just hanging out with people who are not downers, like people who are positive and, have nice things to say and that sort of thing. I think that keeps me happy.
And I'd have to agree with that. All of those things and more.
Yeah.
And the occasional good mood. Sorry, the occasional good meal.
Oh, the occasional good meal and maybe a glass or two of wine.
And a glass or 2 of wine.
Yeah.
Sometimes 2 turns into 3, but try to stick to 2. And I'm really appreciating you coming to talk to us today because these are all great tips for the over 50s that life isn't a dress rehearsal.
No.
We need to look after ourselves.
That's
and it's
exactly
like,
right.
really look after ourselves because we do only get one chance at being here. And it's good to stay healthy and have a quality of life.
Absolutely.
So, this is Michele Franks, and thank you for coming along.
Thank you very much for having me, Karen.
Welcome.